Mm. So joining the words of Allison is sculpturing future memory of vibrancy, color, and collaboration. Sculpting future memory. Shaping futures. Vibrance, color, and collaboration. Shaping them. Hines is shaping possibility. Possibilities. Possibilities of what was, what is, and what will be. My word for today is forever and always changing transitions. Always transitioning change. The moon, the seasons, life.
My word for the day is believe. Because Emmanuel lives, I expect victory every day. In every moment of every day.
Nikki, did you say bleed?
No, believe. Believe. B-E-B-E-L-I-V-I-E, believe. And I broke it up. So B is because, and E is Emmanuel, and then lives. Because Emmanuel lives, I. Yeah. Emmanuel. I expect a victory every day. Thank you. To disbelieve, to believe. We're always going to have contrast, yeah? We're always going to have contrast. But what do you believe? I ask myself, what am I choosing? What do I want to feel? I want to believe.
This just came in for me, or to me, or through me when you were speaking, Nikki.
This has come through you.
So yeah. So I'm gonna share it. You mentioned Emmanuel, and yeah, what I got is that our lives right now are all about restoring eternal life to humanity. And that means physically.
Imagine imagine all the people consciously working together in this very present moment. The world, what it would be, how would it be? Wow. Yep. That's it.
Yeah, can you imagine what life would be like when you're free? Yeah, when you're free of the death grip. Yeah, free of the death grip.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you can come and be whoever, whenever, have ever.
Yeah. Because up till now, the death grip has been showing up in things like fear, and scarcity, and limitedness, and helplessness.
Yes. That's what I also feel where I listen to my breath now.
Yeah.
And how important it is to breathe, firstly. Yes.
Yeah. Imagine life without stress.
Oh, let's just breathe that in.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fill up your body with that and just. Mm. I'm being very bold now because I haven't had my first cup of coffee this morning. The reason for that is I thought I'll share something with you. Jesse, yeah. What does he say? Okay. He's just writing the words. Thanks. It's beautiful. So yeah, what came to me. Can everyone hear this? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I
'Cause it's,
can hear you.
oh, that's nice. Thanks. It's like, yeah, just so what came to me. Pretty cool. So allowing yourself to surrender to whatever may be is in the highest form of trusting in the unseen energies of all of your quantum hologram experience. Yeah. When you learn to trust in the surrender, that is when the true magic of the universe begins to reveal itself. Mm. Mm. You know, allowing yourself to surrender to whatever may be is in the highest form of trusting in the unseen. Yep. Mm.
Yeah, the promise in the words of Jesus was life in abundance.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope everybody heard that because I heard it. Life in abundance. Life in abundance. Thank you. It's okay if you don't get it around the first time, you know, when it comes around and you don't get it the first time, it's okay. Well, you gotta be able to learn. You gotta learn the lesson. I've learned this now, and I'm speaking from my own experience. You gotta learn the lesson. Because when it comes around again, and it comes around, you gotta know, life in abundance, yeah. Life. Just saying, you know. So that's just what's come up for me too. And when you've had a disbelief for a long time, even about yourself, and just hitting against the wall, just over and over, hitting your head against the wall, like, what is that? You have to allow yourself to know what you believe in about yourself. How can you change if you believe that you're not enough? And if you weren't taught, or weren't shown, or weren't given, It's your opportunity today. It's your opportunity today to look for that. Because what's looking is looking at you. So I'm going to look for opportunities. That's right. And they're going to come to me. If you don't mind, if I could just read what Alison said in the chat box. I know if here we've all read it, but people that have not heard this, I would like this to be heard. Not enough belief leads to problem solving structure. As opposite to the believing life is abundance as you are, as are you. Pardon me. Believe life is abundance as are you, which leads to a creative, allowing structure. Now there it is, written down in words. Pure creation right there. That's what I want to say. Right there. Thank you. Thank you for your effort, and thank you for writing that down. Yeah, making the effort, you know, that we could read that today. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but tell me if it's just me, okay? But that is like, gonna get me going, that's for sure. Beautiful, just beautiful.
It's what we are creating here. It is abundance, abundance of creativity.
You gotta love it, man. Oh my gosh, I know it's early in the morning. I know some of you, wherever you are, but listen.
Where I find all the possible possibilities I see. By seeing it clear.
Yeah, you know, my mother always used to say, funny enough, my mother always used to say, let's go there, let's go there. All things are possible for those who love the Lord. All things are possible for those who love. It's nothing is impossible. Nothing's too hard. As hard as you would like it to be. You can have it as hard as you want it to be. We can make this session very hard if we wanted it to be, but we choose not to. Because first we all in our hearts. It's coming together. This is to me, this is creativity. This is creating, because we're all artists. We're all unique. Quite extraordinary if you think about it. It's to me, it's art. Sorry, that's just me. I can't help it. We are.
Yeah.
You are.
We are abundance too.
We are abundant. We get to just sculpt our way through it.
All that is inside the package.
You be guided divinely, you know. It's a beautiful thing. everything will start talking to you. Everything, like literally everything. Like Ian says, the tree vibrates with you. You know, it's like for other people to hear that, it's a little like, okay, spaced out. But when you're in that place, when you're having that and experiencing, that's all that really matters, firstly. But the fact that you can, you know, have that experience is quite amazing. Like right now, we're having this experience together, right? I mean, this is amazing. So yeah. I'm enjoying my artwork. You gotta laugh because it's funny. But to me, it's funny. But that's also okay.
Laughter is the universal medicine.
Yeah. It's just like you can be laughed at or laughed with or laughed, you know, together. I'd rather laugh together. But it's okay either way. It doesn't matter. You know. It's what you want to experience. That's what's mattering right now. You know, you want to feel. And that's not an easy place to be because you don't sometimes know how to feel when things get taken away from you.
In a long time since people laughed at me because I always just follow it and make fun of myself, and then I laugh with it. I will not bow to their level.
There's it. Yeah. There's it. Mm-hmm.
So, Nikki, as you were talking earlier, after reading that paragraphs, what came to me in your talking was something else from yoga, and I'll write it out, but to try and translate it properly, they say, don't try and fill yourself up always. Like we often talk about this experience of fullness, and the countering to that is that you have to keep on filling yourself up because we change from minute to minute. So rather just go for the empty, because when you go for the empty, everything is available. So it's a different, just a slightly different languaging, right?
It's different languaging, absolutely. And I do hear that. And it is true to empty your cup. You know, every day you empty your cup, right? Every day you come with new, because this is what you want to create. You want to create new with the old. Yeah. So of course the empty cup is important. Yeah. You empty yourself like every day. You give your best every day. That's the best that you're giving at that time, right? You're emptying it out. You follow? But when I say full yourself up, is having to know the current reality that you spoke very beautifully about. This is the current reality that we are in now. Yeah, right now. Okay.
Yes.
Right. But the desired reality is what we want, right? And there will be tension, right? There's tension, always tension seeks resolution. There's going to be tension. And that is what we're sitting with now, right?
Yeah.
And that is what we work with. How do we get to move just that one step forwards to know? How do I want to feel about that? Yeah. How do I want to feel about that? How can, that is what you fool yourself to say, I maybe feel weak today, but I know I'm strong. Yeah. I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm breathing. I'm speaking to you. My heart's beating, right? I had my first cup of coffee now. You know? Yeah. So be in the reality. And I love what you bring, because that's a very powerful thing. It's a very powerful what you mentioned, because it says, trust your identity, be in touch with your reality.
Mm. Mm. I don't know that I said it that well, but that's very well put.
Well, yeah.
So for me, with the languaging in yoga philosophy, what we do here is for me is a map to how we can navigate our physical world. And I think in the speaking about fullness as opposed to emptiness, the underlying intention is to surrender completely and have in other words, so that you break through into other dimensions totally, and you live from there 24/7. So there's no grasping anymore. Yeah, and you really are completely and utterly aligned. And there you will find all the abundance, because then you really break through to the essence of life.
You empty your cup, like you say.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting you. Interrupting you. That's the meaning. That's the meaning of emptying your cup. And then your cup will run over.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. So there you see the overlap.
That's right.
Of languaging, right?
Yes. That's so beautiful. I just love everything about this right now. How we have articulated this in words, in language, in understanding, in real meaning of that is. For everyone to hear. Isn't that just remarkable? I mean, quite something. We co-created that right now together. And so that's what makes it a better place to live in. Yeah. And that's the world we're living in too. What is happening right now? We're very much in this reality of what's happening, right? We're very much in knowing what's happening. So yeah, it gets very interesting. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So thank you, Alison.
Thank you. And Craig.
And Craig and everyone thank you. Just thank you,
Yeah, this conversation has blossomed into something that's quite huge.
Yeah. It's the space. The space is sacred, you see. When the space is sacred, it's safe. It is a place where it's just come as you are, It's an invitation. It's actually a life invitation, a life to love.
Yeah. The space is
Because-
empty and abundant at the same time.
Yeah. You get to entwine, and just roll with
And
it.
full of
entwine.
life.
Yeah, breathe through it and just go, yeah. One more day, one more day, just one more day. Yeah. Let's see what brings today. What will bring today? Mm.
Full of love.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. It's like, yeah. You can be one thing at one time of your life, and another time of your life, you can be completely different. You can come on a call and say good morning, and you can go, good morning. You know, it's just so interesting, because at that moment, you got to ask yourself, why? Like in this tone, yeah. Because all your life, maybe you had to be always so serious. Yeah, you had to be so serious. You had to be so perfect, so right. Yeah. No mistakes, no failing, no nothing. Yeah. And then you go, wow, wait a minute. I want to be playful. I want to be like messing up, I want to mess up. When I bake, well, I can't really say bake because I bake really well. So I won't, but these things that I have messed up, you know what I mean? And I take myself as a baker. So when I bake, it's like, it's coming out beautifully, yeah, delicious. Everyone's going to enjoy it. Like it's just going to be, when I come to like little pot, like we have a parties where everyone brings something, and everyone wants to, have my cookies or something bake. Oh no, Nikki, you do the baking. You bring the bakes, you're the goodies. I go, oh, okay. So I bring my bakes, put them on the table. I'm telling you, watch it. It goes like that, just like that. Everyone just zoom, my plate's clean. I go, okay, I'll take an empty plate home. I came with a full plate, but I walk home with an empty plate. But it doesn't mean that I'm not full. Do you hear that? And so I'm very interested about that one. Yes. So when you get to rediscover things that you've always been, but life's condition has taken that to another path that you thought you had to be, and then you get to another destination and say, no, this is not working out for me. I've learned this lesson over and over and over and over and over, and I'm going around the mountain over and over and over. And when am I really going to get there? Right? So yeah, life's lessons. It's life's lessons, but this is what I love.
When you spoke about how different we can be in a lifetime, I think that is what I think it's that aspect that touched me so deeply, again with that music project within the prisons that I spoke about. I can't remember now, 10 days ago or so. And listening to this producer and his wife, they work together, and his witnessing of the states of I I don't know how else I would describe it, as essence of beauty. And especially when you listen to the voices and the music that they have composed themselves, the prisoners, and their stories, as we all know, you know, sometimes there really is this absolutely incredible change from shadow to light. And the thing that touched me the most was that for all understandable reasons, I get this, but so many of those people would never have been able to experience the mirroring of forgiveness if it wasn't for the music. And that people all over the world sometimes have to live in that space without support. And it was that, you know, because I kept on thinking, why did it produce such intense emotion in me? I mean, I was driving that night and the tears were just, it was like a waterfall of tears. And there was some personal experience, very small but significant to me in that. But I still couldn't, you know, I couldn't quite get it. And I think missed opportunity of love. I think that's what it was that really, really got to me. And the importance of the work that one does on oneself, no matter where you are. Because whatever you do, you impact on the collective. You're adding your vibration to the collective all the time. I mean, those words of that one song that I shared about, I give myself so that you can use me. And that man had really, he was securely in that space of emptiness because he wouldn't allow them to use his name. He wanted it totally anonymous, you know. And I guess in many ways, probably what came up for me now, why that link was there, was talking about the empty. So he was there in his physical form and he was giving his gift for anybody that could get to it. Because he'd received it. Eventually, after the depths of pain. He'd taken a life, or more than one.
Thank you for sharing, Alison.
Hmm.
Good afternoon, Ian.
Hmm. Hi, Ian.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon.
Hello, my love.
Hi, Nikki.
I hugged a tree yesterday. Just want you to know. I sent you a picture. I don't know if you received it.
Oh, I've having a little break off social media for a month.
Oh, well,
so
then
I
obviously you
haven't.
didn't. So there is the wonderful, wonderful understanding, because I sent it and I allowed you to know my little hugging of my tree and what I was sending you as a message to you that right at that moment. That was yesterday. And it was wonderful. And I had somebody take the picture for me. She was so delightful. She was so sweet, you know. And she had the giggles because I was hugging a tree. She was like, okay. Because I said, I'm going to be hugging a tree now, okay? And she started laughing. I said, yes, hugging a tree. So she started giggling, but she was so cute to witness. And she's standing there, said, okay, okay. So she's standing there and she takes the picture. She said, I've actually taken quite a few pictures. I said, oh, thank you. You're so kind. She said, yes. And thank you. You're kind. I said, yes. She's like, never seen somebody hug a tree. So I said, right, yes, in the memories of my best bestie in the UK, I took upon myself because he hugged the tree and you know, I wanted to hug a tree too. So we, so I hugged the tree and was, well, excitement and inspiration came to mind when I was hugging the tree. And I needed that. I needed to feel inspired yesterday. Yeah. I needed to feel excited. You know? And yeah.
I've hooked a couple of trees in Central Park.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just wonderful. And
I'll have a look when I go back on. I'm just having a social media detox.
Oh, no pressure. No, it's no pressure, but it was very, yeah. I
Hi,
just thought you would
Sindrel.
enjoy it. Hi, Sindrel.
Good morning, beautiful souls.
Hi, Sindrel.
Yes. Now look
Welcome
at that
to Hugging
introduction.
Tree.
Yes.
Hey, little Cindy.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Every time you say that, I see myself in my little red coat.
But also as a
So
queen.
do I. That's why I say it.
Don't forget the queen. Don't forget the queen. Wear that crown, darling. Yeah, you come as queen now.
Yes.
Because you know why, Sandra? You're among royalty. You do know that, right? We are all royalty.
I know. I do
I mean,
know.
Little Cindy. Cindy is regal. Are you kidding me?
Listen, I'm telling you, welcome. We welcome Sandra. Whoever
Queen.
you want to be today, Sandra, whoever you want to be, you are welcome.
Well, all of me is here. Queen Cindy is socializing and conversating.
Yes.
And all our royalty and regalia. And little Cindy is running around under the tables, causing secret little mischiefs that nobody suspects.
You see. Past personalities. Isn't that just amazing? All our past personalities that we have, that we can all tap into at that moment and say, yeah, that's just what it is. That's it.
Yeah, but little
Yeah.
Cindy would have never done that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The
So it's the
adult-
queen
the
bee.
adult
It's the
little Cindy-
queen C that comes out.
The adult little Cindy.
Yes,
would,
yes, she takes her
Like
place.
when someone would put a drink down, I would like move it like four paces over, so they think it's like right in one place. They go to reach for it, and it's all the way on the right side of them when it was on the left side of them. I would switch their cake from whatever they were eating, and they sat it down, and I would put a different piece of cake there with one little morsel, and they will. Did I eat the whole thing? Yes. No.
Okay, so thank you for that. I just want to reply to that quickly. I just want to reply to Sandrell with that, with the cake. She mentioned cake.
Yes.
I made that sweet potato.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. Oh yes, sweet potato.
This is the best tasting pie.
Listen, hello, girl. I tell you.
It's creamy, but it has a nice firm texture. Right. Yeah, so when it pushes up against the palate in my mouth, it's like, it doesn't slip away instantly, but it's slipping. Oh, it's slipping. It's making me happy and smile. Oh, the crust. Yeah. The crust is
I was waiting for that.
Just perfectly. Yes, perfectly.
Yes,
yes. The crust and the creamy, firm creaminess of the sweet potato pie. All right, yes. I got me a slice, but I'm wrapping the rest up and taking it all home with me. Yeah.
You're not sharing? You're not sharing?
You got another one over there on the stove.
Yes, cool.
I'm not even asking. I'm just smiling with taking permission to like, yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, isn't that?
Thank you for my pie. Appreciate you making this pie. And we all get to share in it.
Yes.
Everybody, isn't it yummy? Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad she made this pie? Here, have some.
Yeah, get excited.
Oh, somebody says, I don't like sweet potato pie. This isn't sweet potato pie then. This is
take
just
a bite.
pie. Have some.
Just taste
I don't think I've ever had sweet potato pie.
Oh, listen, don't you worry about a thing, honey. She'll be baking when you come. You'll be tasting everything. You'll be tasting everything, and your taste buds are gonna go, what? I've never had this before. I don't know what I'd be missing. You're not gonna miss out on anything. Trust.
We're just gonna sit you down and feed you. Here, taste
this. Honey, you're gonna be 10 pounds over before you leave the UK. Woo! Wait. Oh.
You're gonna have to have sorbet in between just so you can cleanse your
I'm telling you, because the weight is just gonna like come so like rapidly. You're gonna go, oh my gosh, I've never like Nikki. We gotta stop eating. I'm like, no, honey, we're gonna keep eating. Yeah. You know. It's gonna be fun. That's for sure. Whatever we do, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It's like that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like even if you look ahead and want and see that, oh, that would just be wonderful, and I would just love that if it comes in a way of just having to look forward to something. It's good to look forward to something, but right now I'm experiencing it with him and with you and with everyone. You see, because I would just look forward to walking into a room one day or wherever we are, and we're just there, or just everyone is there. Jesse's there, Hans is there, Craig's there, Ian's there, Sandrell, Allison's there. Mona's there. Or whoever, all the names there. Joey's there. Oh my God, let's not forget Joe. The Love Revolution. Oh my God, we need him there. I mean, he just brings the music. Ali, Emily, Annette,
Called the roll.
yeah, yeah. Now think about it, man. Just think about that one. Yeah. And then I come with all my bakes, to lay down a feast table, like for a feast. Yeah. Eat as much as you want. There will be enough. I will make sure there's enough for everyone. Yeah.
And everybody brings something too. It's like
every potluck. Yeah, bring your little favorite thing. I love that. I just love it. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's face it. This is what's happening. Yeah.
This is the Breakfast of Champions.
Yeah, it's a real investment, Yeah, I love you. Thank you.
I love you more. Little Cindy still running around, doing the mischief she would have never done before, laughing and giggling and playing too. In her personality, no one suspects her because it's all brand new. Wondering why this crinoline is on. She's never had to wear this before, but it's fun because it swishes. And if she doesn't be careful, she won't miss it pulling something else off another table because the fabrics connect. Some gowns are so big I can almost hide under the trellises of others. This is fun. And I see little Craig standing around watching, going, whoops, you get right up, you missed that one. And he gets to be an accomplice too. Watch out, you might be next. The grown you.
What a blessing.
I love the fun and wonderment of a child. No limitations, the imagination. Compared to an adult, it runs wild. And there's no pretense. You don't have to have any particular style. No framework to be contained in. No portrait to still and be. Just breathing in and out, imagining and being free. Don't even know that what you're being is free because you're just free.
Yeah, you don't have to know what it means if you are.
True.
Your whole essence will know the truth of it.
And not even concerned about what is truth. It just is, it just is. It is the is. Not having to test it or define it or explain it. You just divine it.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to tell when you're not. free?
Ooh, it's a lot easier to tell when you're not free. Because you lived in like a mime. You feel the enclosure, the walls, the limitations, the definitions. And it's always, am I this? Am I that? Am I confined? Am I defined? Am I presupposed in other people's minds? Living in the presupposing of other people's minds. Ugh. Ooh, living in the presupposes of other people's minds. I know I've done that for too long a time.
Oh yeah. Me too.
Yeah. Can I just add a voice what Sandrell said now about the truth? Because what came up for me when you said that, it's very good. It's a very good to understand that, because as much as the truth sets you free, if you believe in that particular thing, yeah, that was true at that time, you will act on that. You will behave like that, yeah?
Yes.
You become that. And that is not the truth, but to you, it was true. You follow, yeah? And that's very interesting to really go into understanding what is true, because that's the thing, right? You can, yeah, and then you get to a place where you go, oh, like just for example, no one loves me. You know, you hear that, no one loves me. Is that true? Is that really true? Yeah, yeah. So it's just, I'm just giving an example, right? And then when you can validate, and not validate, when you get to internalize it in a way of asking that, you will realize how much love you are. Yeah. I'm just giving an example of that. Yeah. And that's what we have to come to the knowing of what is true and what is not true, because for you, right?
I love you. I love you, but it hit something else for me too.
Tell me. I want to know.
When you have the freedom to know that you are love, like right when you got right there, like right when you knew that there was love. But sometimes you get to that point and there's no love there. The feeling of no love there. It's heartbreaking. And I know everything starts with self-love, yes, but sometimes you just need even that self-love, like affirmed, like when you're full of love and you're happy and you're joyful and everything is like so good, and you get to that point and it's like coming to a party with great anticipation and you're looking forward to seeing all of your friends and everything, and then you get to the party and it's nothing but it's no one there. It's a dark room. The party's not there. There's no party. And you've got all this exuberant to share and it's no one to share it with. And you can't find them and you can't feel them and you don't know which other way to go. Being full of love and no one to give it to.
But to yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, love it.
I think that's very important to know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're
Yeah.
saying, Sandra. I hear what you're saying. You're making 100% sense. I hear that. It's very true what you say. That is the truth. Yeah. But
it's like
I
you
am
cooking the
saying when
whole
you're in it.
feast.
Yeah. I hear that.
And nobody comes.
But just like to know that is the reality of what it is, but you can allow yourself to also be in a reality of your choice, and that choice comes within yourself in what you're choosing right there and then, in allowing you to know that if somebody says, for example, I'm not enough, then you believe that, then you're not enough, right? This is what it is. This is just what it is. And it's the same when you ask any question of allowing to say that, yeah? You got to ask that question for yourself, because there's so many things, voices, images, yeah, experiences that you have experienced, love that has been lost, or love that has not been given, love that has been taken away, love that's been betrayal, yeah, love that has been broken trust, yeah. So this is where you can just allow that understanding, where you ask, yes, I know that, but does that mean I'm still, what I'm choosing is love? You see? And so that when you can allow that, you can bring that energy out of you, in your actions, in your words, in your behavior, and how and everything you operate and how you want to operate. That's the love that will come back to you, because you're projecting it. Yeah, you are being it. So it comes back to you. And when it comes back to you, you will know that you are. And there's nothing for you to do than be. So this is the question of being right now. What do we want? You know, what do we want? And I love that when you emphasized very beautifully the other day. And a lot of people don't know what they want. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this, yeah, it's taking each other by the hand, because we need those people. We need people to take us by the hand and say, I can show you. And by showing, it is in this now moment that we are giving to each other that. We're not needing to be anywhere else than here. And this is where we draw our strength. This is where we draw the awareness of what is true, and that we can be free. Because we're not prisoners. We are free. We've been bought with a price. You know? So yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's just like abundance. You know, we're free, but the question is, are we living in it? We are abundant, but are we living in it?
Are we flowing in it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what that question is, what would come up to me if I was getting all dressed for a banquet and a ball and bouncy and excited to be arriving to see all my friends. And then there's no one. I get there and there's no one there. That's not flowing in it. It's still a choice of who to be, but you know, you got to recognize that moment, that contrast, that moment.
It's having all that love and no one to share it with.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it could just mean that something is a little bit off. You know, it doesn't even have to be anything major. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Just missing the mark by a little bit.
It's interesting, yeah. Very interesting. What's coming up now?
I spoke one time. It was one of my very first speaking engagements. I must have been in high school. I don't remember exactly the age, but and it was at a church, and I didn't know like I was like the speaker. They just told me to come and have a, they set me up. And there was love there. There was so much love there. But then when I got up to speak, and I started speaking, and everything in my conversation took a pause and a break, I felt such an I would say overwhelming, but when you say overwhelming, you feel like it's too much. But I felt more this gush of beingness, because it didn't leave me. Some might call it the Holy Spirit, but it was something different and more for me because I was experiencing it. And I realized that it was just pure, infinite love. Pure, infinite love. And my message was about love. And I just felt like this awesome orb of a being to come bring this message of love that just feel like, when something fills you up, you feel like the capacity is you, but it expanded like just to universalness. And I was the vessel of that, and it was so awesomely, just amazing isn't even a word for it. Like it was mercy and grace and love and peace and tranquility and joy, and I was having, I guess you could say, like an outer body experience, but it was like a no body type of an experience. It was wonderful. And I came to serve, but I got so much more. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Knowing that at the essence and at the core of everything, and then coming through the ages and stages of life where I had so much plight and discord and exploring and discovering and experiencing and meeting people and holding down jobs and being frustrated and trying things and having great celebrations and great accomplishments too. And at the core, I knew from then that I am love. I'm love. I am love.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. That's very beautiful to hear. But what are you feeling now? What are you experiencing now?
I'm experiencing love, and little Cindy still running around trying to just playing with being mischievous and being cute and poised at certain times, and Craig is way on the other side of the room watching all of this mischief. He's just watching and pointing little hand signals, say, oh, go over there. What you
giggling. I'm giggling.
You see, you don't need to be anywhere than right now where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a platform. You don't need to be seen or look at, or you can be right here, right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And who are you with now? Who are you with now?
It's love.
There's it. So no matter what room you go into in life, you're not going to have people that's going to be able to be there for you. You're not going to have people that are going to be able to see you. But you got to know when you come into a room, Sandra, and I address Sandra now, when you come into a room, you got to know that you are loved. And with that love, will be turning over. Cups will be turning around for you. And this is not just now for Sandrell, but it's for everyone. Because love is who you are. And when you have and know the walk, you can do the talk. And that takes, it takes now. Because now is what it is. Being aware of your awareness, of your consciousness, of your thoughts, and how you want, and what you feel, and how you want to feel. You know, what do you want to share? Why do you want to share? You know, is it just for you to hear, or is it for others to hear, or you want to tell other people? What is it? What is it all about? You know. But when you come from a heart-centered curiosity, playful, fun, you know, easy, flow, enjoy, yeah. You just come and just go, wow, I don't know, but yeah, that person, or that thing, or that story, somebody suggests something, and you go and follow through and hug the tree, yeah, and you go, whoa,
well,
yeah, you just going all over the place trying to find yourself, but you are where you are because you are going to be who you are whenever you want to be, right here, right now. As silly as it sounds, that's where you become you. That wasn't maybe accepted, and maybe wasn't seen, and maybe overlooked, that maybe was abused, maybe was told many, many things that were not true, that you took on that was true. But now you're your truth. You are your truth. You can hear it in your voice. You can hear it when, you know, you can hear it in the voice when somebody comes on and says, good morning. You can hear you. You can hear the desires of your heart. You can hear where you just because, this is what makes me feel good. And I want to feel good. I want to see it in a different than what I was seeing. I want to see different. And what I've always focused and looked at. I have a new set of eyes. Mm. 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 Thank you. I love you, Sandrell. You're magnificent. No, honestly, you are magnificent. Wow. It's you know, and I love everyone on this call. It's not favorite because I don't have favorites. I don't have favorites. Everyone's equal in my eyes. I don't care who you are, where you come from, what you got, what you don't got. I don't care. I don't actually care. I just care for you. To be in your presence right today, right this moment is my gift. I give first to myself. But then I get to unwrap my gift. And that's what we do here in wrapping and unwrapping. Wrapping and unwrapping. The gifts, the genius, and the greatness in every single one of us. And every single one of us that we are going to meet today, that we can give it to others. It's a beautiful knowing. It's a really nice being that.
Because I get to expand here and experience it with
Yeah.
you, that I get to share it with others too.
Yeah, it's like you come empty, but you get your cup full. And when your cup is full, it runs over. Cup runneth over. Cup runneth over and over. And that over is not you. It is the spirit that says, now I can use you. Because now I'm going to show you what is impossible, and I'm going to make it possible. I'm going to make things come to you that you could not even ever be able to do. And people will look at you and they'll go, oh, no, how can that be? Oh, no, because I is all God. It's all God. So we can put all our little sides and things that we feel that, we got to do now, and we got to be that. And no. It's all God. Know thy God. Know thy God. Know thyself and know thy God in you. Let's overcome death. No, overcome death, my dear, and rise above.
No, you're right.
And this is what we reign in. This is what we are. This is where we get to be it and experience it. So yeah, it is new, and today is new. We don't get this moment. We don't get this moment again. We're definitely not getting younger. So take it now. Take it now. Forget about everything else. Just take it now, right at this present moment. Now, this now moment. Present. Allow me to be able to follow through today. If it's just one thing I need to do. Allow me to progress. Allow me to follow through, that I can learn, that I can discipline, and I can just allow whatever has to come, let it just come. So be it, Father. So be it. Yeah. Be the head. Be the head now. Be the head, not the tail. Be above and not below. I'm just revealing my heart to you now. I'm very vulnerable now. And this is a beautiful experience, but this is what it is. There's nothing to be afraid of. Even if it wasn't received, even if it wasn't believed in, you have believed. You have believed and believed and believed, and your faith kept you believing and kept believing and kept believing when no one believed in you. You believed in you. Let me tell you, my dear. Let me tell you, every room that you walk in, your energy, your vibration, your vibrance, they will know. They will know you are here. Not because of you, but because you believed. You believed. And everybody has that. Everybody has that belief to believe. So thank you.
My mom told me on several different occasions, she said, now mind you, like several times a year, we would go to this large gathering of people, and the choir would sit like up front in the auditorium, taking up the two center left and right front sides, and she sat fourth back from on the soprano side. And the whole auditorium be full in the balcony too. And she would get there like early as the place would fill up, and I'd come along a little later with my kids. But it's like when I walked in, I knew where she was sitting, so I would look for her, you know, that she was in her seat. But she would turn around. Like I walk in and she literally would turn around. And we'd nod. And she told me, she said, I know when you're in the room, the whole vibration of the place changes. And when it changes, I know you're in the room. I'm like, wow, that's pretty. That's, to myself, and I just received that. But it's what you're saying reminds me of her saying that to me.
So that would be a confirmation then.
Mm. Mm. In this moment, I'm remembering more of who I am. More of who I am even before I was born. I'm standing here and my whole body is saying yes.
And I come in agreement with that, yes. Because when two come together, it's more powerful. And it's done. So be it, it's done. From this day forth, you know. Mm. You got what it did. You just got what it did. Just got it. You know how to do it. You know exactly how to do it. Just like how you do it. Now you get to be it. Mm. Mm. Don't be surprised. But get surprised because it's going to surprise you. And when it does, you just go, thank you. Just thank you. Knowing that. Just to know that you can say thank you.
So now I'm in the chariot. My gown is sparkling blue.
Oh, there's it.
I'm coming out the chariot and the lights are all brand new. The building is all twinkled. The guardsman's at the rail, and there is a red carpet, and down comes on me a very transparent veil. I walk with grace and love and peace, and joy is in my heart, and know everyone that I'll greet will be even that much a part. Walking up the long arcade of stairs, trimmed in fine braid, and when the doors open, there is already inside a parade of sparkling, joyful souls and smiles that greet with no sound, but yet all the communication and the music, it's all inside and around. It's in our hearts and in our toes and in our eyes as well. And we greet each other in reverence, and we greet, curtsy, and bow. No words have to be said, no sense of any dread. We've all come through and know it's true that love fulfills all is. May I have this dance with you and you and you, and we dance the whole night through. No empty rooms, just honorable gala. And everyone appreciates how we gather. It's a dance we've danced in another lifetime. And now at this appointed season, we dance again and around, giving grace and hallowing our Creator with gratitude unmeasured, untold, with insufficient praise we gather, and we exist above the abode. Because we translated to the planet and we made it back here too, to know we can go back to the planet again and love it again anew.
Thank you, Sandra. That was very beautiful. And what comes up for me is, you know, when I listen to it, and I've been listening, we are here to show each other God.
Mhm.
And the portal is each other. Mm.
Wow, Nikki.
Yeah. I second that. Wow.
Yeah, I'm so happy to hear that wow, because it's wow for me. And to hear wow, it just literally, it's like Jesus and John the Baptist when they were in the belly. And Mary came, just so excited to tell the news. But you know what? Jesus and John knew already, because they were laughing with each other. They were jumping with joy. Yeah. Right? That's what I'm experiencing now. And to hear Craig say, wow, that's just my confirmation that I can receive that, because I know that he's received it in a way that I can jump for joy, like Jesus and John the Baptist. Yeah? In the womb of their mama. Huh?
Remember when they jumped, they leapt? Jesus leapt in his mother. It's like,
that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Purpose,
and
purpose
God
knows purpose.
That's it. and then what's beautiful, he says, I knew you before you were in your mother's womb.
Right. It's like, hey, you made it. This is the portal. You were portalized and you're here. And we meet while yet in our mother's wombs.
Yeah, I keep saying the babies know everything.
The baby, innocent.
Even before they're born.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And guess what else? They were genius. They're genius.
Yeah.
They're born genius. Yes. Yes. We get beaten down and taken it out of us. But we're all genius here. Trust me.
We're conceived genius. I'll take that too. We're conceived genius.
Yeah.
We're conceived a genius.
God's word. Not because of God's word, but if you hear the word, he that lives within you is greater than in the world. It's never been outside you. It's been in you. He's giving you that. Greatness is you in me. I am great because of you. You are great because of me. I am me, but you are you. But you are me and I am you. And so when this comes together, we can birth something new. And I never wrote that down. That's poetry for you. And hello, girlfriend. Do you hear that?
I hear it.
Do you hear that? Yes, yes. Who you associate is who you become. Do not be surprised who's in the midst of you. The least of my brethren I will use. The least of my brethren, that you never would expect that will come out of my mouth, but it comes out because this is what it is. You're a reflection of me, and I am a reflection of you. So now we come together and so and just be be. That's it. That's what comes.
Yeah, I'm convinced. I'm convinced that each of us was sent here to live the life pattern that Jesus lived.
Yes.
Where there was a growing up in the world in this environment with all its restrictions and all that, and then there was a death experience and a rebirth, a resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
And that all happened before he went back.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that's true for all of us.
Mm-hmm. You see, like-minded people like this brings hope. Yeah? Like-minded people bring hope. Mm. And without hope, we cannot do this. We need hope.
Yeah. Yeah. We give each other the courage to live that path.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, this, yeah, it brings this clarity of confirmation of having hope. Hope. Yeah. Yeah, faith. Because Ali brings faith always into this session. Faith. Faith. She always brings faith. Mm. And so we bring faith that we
Actuated
cannot
faith.
see. We cannot see it.
Actuated faith.
But it doesn't mean that it's not there. This is what we need to, this is what it is. But when we believe in that faith, all things are possible.
I got one of my church songs bursting out of my toes. You know that God in the midst of us is mighty, mighty. You know that God in the midst of us is mighty, mighty. That is why I watch and pray. See the salvation of God. Dum, 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 dum. Yes. Songs of praises will I give to thee. Joy and gladness I render to thee. For his loving kindness, glory be unto the King, the God of Abraham. Thank you for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing.
Mm.
I'd like to share what's a confirmation for myself this morning. Sometimes the chains that prevent us from unleashing our limitless potential are more mental than physical.
I agree.
And what I like about when we do speak things out, we either agree or disagree, either way. But when we do speak it out, we're speaking it out knowing that it's out there now. And then you get to see the truth of that. Because where you go, there you are. As we all know that one here. We all know that. We've all heard that one. But where the man goes, the mind follows. So the balance of coming into body, mind, and spirit it takes a practice. Because as long as we're on this earth, we're not going to get it 100% right all the time. It's not happening. We're not going to be 100% happy all the time. That's not going to happen, right? Let's get with the program, yeah. That's just what it is, right? Things happen, huh?
Yep.
But it's that allowing to say thank you that I get to tell myself now. Yeah.
You get to tell yourself what it is.
Mm.
I've got to go now, guys. Thank you. Sometimes it's nice to sit back and listen sometimes. So thank you for all the beautiful contributions.
Have a
Much
great
love,
day.
Some
everyone.
listen, some talk. We love you. Have a beautiful, blessed evening.
It's
Kisses.
nice just to listen sometimes. So, yeah, thank you so
I
much.
love you. Thank you for listening.
You
Thank you
too.
for holding space. Thank you for your
Yes.
magnificence. You really are.
Thank you for the
Love you.
energy.
Thank
Love
you.
you
Yes,
too.
thank you.
So,
Thank you, Ian. And when you said goodbye, it was almost, oh, he's still here.
yeah, I was just listening. It was
Because you're
nice.
such,
Thank you.
yes, you little still as a mice.
Mhm.
Love you.
Much love all.
Oh, love you.
Bye.
Cheers.
Peace.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yes,
Great
I'm also.
morning.
Thank you. Great morning. Beautiful
Move
morning.
on with your day.
Thank you. Thank you. We shall.
Thank you.
We shall.
Beautiful
And return
experience.
tomorrow this
Thank you.
time. And do it all over again. Bye.
Same time, same bed channel.
Yes,
Yeah.
tune in, everybody. This is the channel to tune into. Radio 5, baby. Radio 5.
Lesson